Hello subscribers, numismatists, coin collectors old and new, and anyone else visiting this video. Welcome to Numis Canada with Bruce, and today we'll be following up on a request from a previous video where they gave a resounding answer that they wanted to see these Lincoln pennies next. So today we'll be reviewing this 5-pound bag of Lincoln pennies, looking for rare, semi-rare, and errors among them. Don't know if we'll find any of that, but you won't know until you look. And we'll be right back after I don my gloves. Welcome back. And here we are with these Lincoln cents, and why I'm doing this is I have this penny book that is completely empty, and I hope to be filling at least some of it with these pennies, so wish me luck. And here we go. Set that aside, and we'll just put these out on the table. Okay, and there we go. And I will be taking my glasses off because I can't see the dates. 1929. I'm going to sort them into decades to start with. And we may edit portions of these videos out so that you are not bored by waiting for me. 1946. 1943. And that is a very dirty steel cent. 1938. 1942. Hope to get some earlier ones. I hope these aren't all later ones. 1935. 'Okay, this one I think is a 1920, either a 1927 or a 1921. So I'm just going to take a closer look. Of course, I have to put my glasses on to see this. I think it's 1927. There's a really nice red to red brown 1952D. Don't know if you can see that brilliance. Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to keep that one separate. 1942. 1954. No. 1924, and that's surprisingly clean coin for 1924. And there's the other side. $1937, and this one has a heart on it with an arrow through it. And it looks like the letter A is emblazoned on it. So this is what in Canada we commonly call a love coin. I don't know if that comes up. We might take a look at that one under the scope. $19.29. It's a week 29. $19.57. $19.42. 1942 is an important year for me because that's the year both my parents were born. 1952. 1929. 1935. 1939. There's something funny with this date, and it looks like, I'm not sure what's going on with it, but it looks like a 1943 coloration, and it has a date which looks like 1947. Could be a strange 1943. We'll take a look at this one under the microscope to see what we can see. 1940. 1937. I guess these special coins can go over here where the teens are, because I don't seem to be getting a lot of those. And 1942. I don't know how this one got in here. It's 1975D. Oh, it's supposed to be wheat cents. This one's got green. It's all green. See if we can see the date. Well, that's too bad. It's 1932. I think it's the only one I've seen so far. 1951D. $19.26. $19.52D. Oh, there's one that I'm going to definitely look at under the microscope, because I know my eyesight isn't the greatest, but that looks like it could be doubled. What do you think? Can you see? 1955D. I'm going to separate that one. 1943. 1956. That's a pretty good looking coin too. 1956. 1926. I like to see those lower dates come in. This is a 1955 regular. I don't know if the double die is on that one too, but I'll put it over here. I'll be looking at all these dates to see if there are key dates or anything like that in them later anyway. Right now I'm just sorting them. My goodness. That one looks like it's 1919. Let me know what you think. Maybe it's just my poor eyesight. 1919. And there's the other side. Over here. A nice looking 1953. It's not a red brown, it's a brown, but it's a nice looking one. 1952. $1923. $1954D. $1950. $1918 D, I believe, but it's really worn. I should let you see that. It's really worn, but it looks like it is a 1918 D. $1935. Another Lincoln penny, 1968. 1935. $1955. 1943. Looks like there's more than one variety of 3 on these 1943s. I'll have to look into that. 1948D. $1918. I'll let you look at it because it is a teens, but it's somewhat corroded. But not bad for a 102-year-old coin. I suppose if I was 102, I'd look corroded too. $1957. 1919S. It's got a little bit of red-brown on it. Doesn't look like it was cleaned. Nice find. $1950D. I don't know why I showed you that. My apologies. 1956D. 1952. I'm gonna have to sort all these out after I'm all done this process, so even further, so they're nice and tidy and can be explained what I have here. This one has been cleaned and it's a shame because it looks like it's 1914. I don't know who would do that to these poor coins, because it leaves all those little scratches on it, and $1914, 1946, $1937, $1918, good find. $1943S. $26. $34. Another Lincoln Memorial, 79. That's 3 so far. In a penny, a 5-pound bag of pennies. 1920 with a big fat fingerprint on both sides. That's 1920, a 100-year-old penny. A nice, brilliant red-brown 57 that I think is going to be a keeper. Definitely for the penny album. $1946. $58. $39. I'm pleased with the number of 1930s coins that I have. 1946, 58B, and that's it. There is a coin on the floor, but if it's anything special, you'll see it in the wrap-up. I'm going to pause and rearrange all this and come back so that you can see better what I have. But these are some keepers. These are the teens, the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, and a pile of 50s here. So I'll come back and let you know specifically what I have in the wrap-up. Thank you very much, and we'll be right back. And here we are at the wrap-up, excuse me, and I have a couple. I've organized it by decades, and this is the teens. So I have a week 1914 here, 1915, 1918 times 3, 1919, and 1919S. In this row, we move to the 20s. So I have 1920, 21, 23, 24, 26 times 4, and 1929. I have the 1930s here. So I have 1930, 1931 times 2, 34, 35, 36, 36S, 37, 38, 39, 40, and 40S, 41 and 41D, 42, 43, and 44, and there were just a lot of 44s, and this is the D's and the S, and 45 with a D, 46, there's a lot of them, and that was a D, 47, I have 3 of those, 47 S's, I have 2, and 47 D's, I have 2. And 48, I have about 5 of them. And 48D, I have 3. And 48S, I have 1. 49, 1949, I have times 3. And over here in the 50s, I have everything, and a lot of S's and a lot of D's. So, and here's the 50s. And so teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. That's the wrap up. In addition to that, I found this love. We call them love tokens here in Canada. I'm not sure what they're called in the US. Maybe they're just called defaced. But there's a heart on there with the initial A. And I have put this under the microscope so you will be able to see it when this video is finished. And in addition to that, I had this curious coin, which has a Canadian penny imprinted on it, which is kind of strange. I originally thought it was some kind of mint error that got painted, but actually I think that it is a Canadian penny was resting on top of this coin. Paint got spilled on these coins and the Canadian penny was resting on top of it and left the impression of the Canadian penny on this coin. So it's basically worthless. And in addition to those, this was supposed to be a penny bag, and I found 4 Lincoln Memorials, or 3 Lincoln Memorials. That's okay. That's part of my collection too. Well, now I finally got these into the coin books, and I'll show you how far I was able to fill each of these coin books. So we'll start off with this one, which is my primary coin book. And we will open. So as we recall, the teens and the 20s were very low. So we got, and of course I purchased the 1909 coins from the coin shop separately because they were not in here. And so, and here we go. Now, in the later years, we start to see more in the 30s and 40s. And that's where we ended up with. I still have quite a few holes to fill. And maybe I'll be lucky and get some of those so that I can fill this coin folder. And the second coin folder, because there were a lot of duplicates, is almost as full, but not quite. So there's only one in the teens. There are 5 in the 20s and early 30s. The later 30s and 40s, there are a few more. And not surprising, the later 40s and 50s are almost full. And you may recall that there was one coin which I called a lover's coin. I put that in this book in one of the extra spaces at the end. So the coin that has the heart and the initial is here. And I think I will save these other 3 for other varieties and errors as I find them. So that's why it's always good to have some extra spaces in a coin book, because you'll put all the regular ones here and any special error ones or variety ones here. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again soon. And I'm done.